Hey guys, so I just wanted to have a little conversation with you about what I call the myth of guys thinking they can out exercise poor nutrition. And yeah, in your in your 20s, 30s, maybe that's possible. I was the kind of guy that that years ago, and I even said it. It came out of my mouth. It's like, why, that's why I work out so hard so I can eat whatever I want. But um, and that is true when you're 20s and 30s. But especially back then, we didn't know all of the bad effects these poor food choices we're having on our body, literally, tearing us up. And it's amazing how resilient the human body is that we can eat some of the stuff that we did and as much as we did, and still be still be in decent shape. But I promise you that that day will catch up to you. And I don't know if it's going to be in your 40s, your 50s, your 60s, but it will catch up to you. And the problem is, I see a lot of these guys, they're working with bad information when they go to the gym. So it's really sad. But I see these guys that are overweight, and there again, I'm not judging. It's it is what it is. But I see these guys that are overweight, and they come in to the gym, and they're just dripping sweat, just going as hard as they can on the treadmill, the bike, or whatever that is, and day after day, and they do the same thing, and they don't change, they don't get any results. And well, hell, if I did that, if I worked that hard and I didn't get any results, I wouldn't keep doing it either. I mean, it's crazy. That's the definition of insanity, right? Keep doing the same thing and expect a different result. So I'm here to tell you once and for all, especially over 40 years old, that you cannot out exercise poor nutrition. Now, you might still be able to be in shape, and you might, I see a lot of guys at the gym that are fairly strong, but they're not in shape to the point where their body is healthy. Because if you've got a lot of abdominal fat, that means inflammation, and inflammation leads to every disease. I don't care what it is. There's a link to inflammation. It all starts there. So I just want you to understand that you literally cannot out exercise poor nutrition. So what do you do about it? Well, first off, you start to understand nutrition. If you're going to focus on one thing and being healthy, it would be nutrition more than anything. I'd rather see somebody eat correctly and just go for a walk every day than somebody that kills it at the gym, kills it on the treadmill, or some of these crazy things that people do, or even just lifting really heavy weights but not eating right. I'd rather see you get your nutrition dialed in, because it's so important on so many different levels. So um, we'll do some other talks about how you measure the nutrition, and how to do it correctly, and how to understand it once and for all, and understand it in a way that works for everybody. That's the other problem is, there are some people, and it's not fair, but there are some people that are more genetically gifted, and them, that they can eat whatever the hell they want, and they look about the same on the outside. But remember, that doesn't mean that if you looked at their cells on the inside, that they still could be very unhealthy. We're starting to see that more and more, all these people that are doing this chronic cardio, marathons and ultra marathons and that. I'm not saying don't do that. It's great to challenge yourself, and it's great to set goals, and it's great to attain those goals, but that's not optimal health. We're starting to see more and more of these people that look really healthy, and they're tipping over from heart attacks and all these other things because their nutrition isn't there. We need protein, fat, carbs, we need vitamins, and we need minerals. That's simply all there is, and we need to track it. We need to do the metrics. I've said before, nobody else would run a multi-million-dollar business and not know what the numbers are, not know the return on different investments that they make, not know how different employees are performing. I mean, it's crazy to think about that. But yet we go through life saying we're going to eat better and we're going to exercise more, and we don't really have any idea what that is. We'll talk about that later, but I'm just here to tell you, you cannot out exercise poor nutrition. Okay? So that's the message for today. Take care.